We've come a long way in our society since the 3rd of September 1189, when Richard I, Richard the Lionheart, was crowned king in Westminster Abbey. Jews were barred from attending, and now in a new spirit, we've got a situation where the chief rabbi is welcoming the king in Westminster Abbey. I think that is extraordinary, and on the Sabbath. The palace has been extremely accommodating, offering the chief rabbi a place to stay so that he doesn't have to travel on the Shabbos, and he also won't be using a microphone, so won't be breaking the Sabbath laws by activating or deactivating electricity. And he's staying at St. James's Palace. And it's quite extraordinary. We now have a king who has a deep personal faith and has a great passion for communicating with other people of faith. There's a time to weep, there's a time to laugh, a time to cry, and a time to dance for joy. Sadly, all of those at the moment are happening at the same time, but this is the time. This is the time for change, entering, I suppose, the age of Aquarius, if we want to be very, very new age and mystical about it all. So it's a time for change, and it's a time to rethink those features of our life and national identity which are important, and those features maybe that we can quietly jettison. I think the idea of monarchy, the idea of housing our national identity in an individual who is vulnerable, who is fallible, who is funny, I think that is a great positive. I think identifying one's nation solely in a flag, ripping it up or burning it or whatever, I'm not so convinced that wrapping oneself in a flag is the way to move forward in today's world. I think one nation should be in a position to talk to another nation rather than wave their imagery around the place. I would hope that King Charles will usher in an age of communication rather than an age of flag waving.